The next thing we want to talk about when we're landscaping with roses is to cover the bases. Roses are kind of open plants, even the good landscape ones, and by the end of the season, the base of the plant kind of gets open. So one of the things we want to do is plant pretty non-aggressive plants at the base of the roses. Plants that are not aggressive root-wise, but will kind of mound and spread. And they'll cover the bases, and they'll also match the color theme. What kind of plants are we talking about? Well, there's a lot of different choices. Herbs are a great choice. Herbs are an old-time natural combination. The purple salvias, there's a yellow salvia. Purple salvia in front of pink roses is absolutely phenomenal. Creeping thyme in front of roses is great. Even different types of geraniums, and thinking again, we'll talk a little bit more about color combinations. There are great spreading plants to put at the base of the roses that'll cover up the bases as the season wears on. A lot of different choices, the verbenas, the different daisies, even geraniums, daylilies. And the nice thing, so we're going to cover up the bases, and the other thing we want to think about when we're using plants with roses is you want to match and enhance the texture. In other words, roses are pretty coarsely textured plants. They're kind of round, and so you want to use plants that kind of accent that texture or offset it. One of the favorite things I like to grow with roses are the ornamental grasses. The purple pennisetum is wonderful. Any of the miscanthus. The texture of those plants just goes so great with the roses. And the other thing about them is that when you're getting into your fall bloom with the roses, the ornamental grasses are also in bloom. So you're getting those beautiful seed heads. So like you can see even ones left there that are going to be moving in the wind. So I love to use the ornamental grasses with the plants. Another thing that I recommend is not to forget about the grays and the whites. Great color combinations. They're using silvers and whites. What silvers and whites do is if you're using a lot of bright contrasting colors, silver or whites will bring those colors together. If you're using a lot of soft colors, like pinks, the silvers and the whites will separate those colors. So the silvers and the whites always go together. Now, one of the great plants, we have a lot of different choices. Lamb's ears is a great choice, and that's what's in the front of that one. The hardy geraniums also give you the good texture. They don't give you the silver and gray, but that's one I do want to mention for covering up the bases, and it grows so well around here. Great choice, and great color combinations. There's all different dusty millers, lavenders, different, let's see what we got here. That's the curry plant. Rosemaries, and not only the nice thing about the rosemaries also is they give you that a great textural balance with it, and you can get it with a little bit of the silvers and the grays. Let's see what other kinds of plants we got here. Heucheras are great for covering up the bases and giving you great texture and color at the base. Now, if you take, and you're talking about colors, let's pull some of these colors together. You take a red rose like a knockout rose, and you start playing with the foliage colors. Don't just think about when you're picking these plants just about the flower colors. Also consider the foliage colors and the textures. And you can start to see with the purple colors of these plants, with the heucheras and the salvias, you can really play off that with red roses, with pink roses. So really think carefully about your color combinations, about your textures. Don't forget to use some silvers and whites. These will all help you bring your garden together and make sure that you get a long season of color and really play off the roses.